Guys, there is a problem. Ezeani, the Enugu State native doctor that was caught up in a human sacrifice scandal a few months ago, has not yet been charged, and people are beginning to suspect that something is going on the ground. Back in May, there was a big scandal that shook the country where a series of dead bodies were found under the foundation of this man's new home, where it was later revealed that this was some ploy for some human sacrifice scheme for his cult members. We saw the story, his house was demolished, the crime scene as well demolished just almost immediately. And around the 29th of May of that same month, Ezeani was caught trying to escape the country at the boundaries in Lagos State, where, if you remember, he offered the immigration officer 10 million naira and an iPhone to let him pass. But that didn't happen. Well, you would think that with all this damning evidence, with the videos, the pictures, the confessions from his court members, and everything we have seen, by now, he should be sentenced to death, to the electric chair. He should have gotten his day in court. He should be getting hanged. But what do you know? The police in Enugu State is yet to charge him to court. He is yet to be charged. And that is not even all, because we have reasons to believe that some people, some powerful people, are trying to smuggle him out of the country to maybe the USA or even to Europe. And we have evidence. I'm talking about smuggling somebody to Europe. If you're in any European country, I want you to do me a favor right now. Send your loved ones in Nigeria money. It is hard over here. It is tough for us here. Send us money right now. And make sure you use the LemFi app to do that. It is quick and reliable with zero transfer fees. You can send money to your loved ones in Nigeria straight to their bank or any money app at all. You can use the link on our bio or go straight to the Google Play Store or your Apple App Store to download the LemFi app. And you can use our promo code TrueCrime to get €15 cashback on your first €100 transfer. So hurry up now, get the LemFi app and start sending money to your loved ones in Nigeria before they sneak Ezeani over there to you guys. Because words on the street is that they are making preparations for this man to get out of the country. And like I said, there are reasons to believe this, because when you recall the story, this is not just a native doctor who runs a cult. This is not just a native doctor who was doing human sacrifice for a group of deadbeats. If you recall, one of his cohorts was a well-to-do businessman, which shows you the caliber of people that Ezeani has worked for, has done charms, juju, and rituals for. And even back then, we heard that multiple high-class, top-notch politicians were clients of his, which means if he is going down, those people are going down as well. And that is how you know that the forces behind this man still not being charged up to this point, despite this damning evidence, is not spiritual, it's physical. There are real people in powerful positions pretty much stalling and frustrating this man from being charged, because they know if he goes down, they too would go down. Human rights group and some NGOs have called out the Enugu State Police for failing to charge him all this time. They are suspecting that people underground are playing tricks, trying to wait for Nigerians to forget it, trying to wait for Nigerians to be distracted by Big Brother Nigeria so that this man can eventually vanish and escape into thin air. Another reasons why, and this is just my personal opinion, another reasons why I think it might be difficult that the police are yet to charge him is because he did claim that everything we saw in that building, the dead bodies, the charms, the juju, the kidnapping, were all ploy to set him up. And in as much as we don't believe him, it is still believable in terms of arguing this in courts. And I think, and I will always say this because I said it the last time, one of the biggest mistakes the Enugu State Police authorities did was to demolish the crime scene and demolish his house. Like, especially barely 24 hours. Because when the police were asked why they haven't charged him yet, they claim that they are still doing their investigation. And I'm asking, what are you guys investigating? Where else are you guys going to pick up your evidence from? because you've destroyed the crime scenes. You've destroyed his house. In his house, they saw a list of people who were involved in his court. But that list now is invalid because it was angry mobs who went there to pick it up. So it could be that they set it up there, and somebody can argue that. So what evidence is the police looking for again? I thought we were made to believe that when you guys broke down this man's house and the crime scene, you guys had enough evidence. That was what Enugu people were going around spilling, talking, saying that, oh, that is how we do it here. We break down buildings that has to do with money rituals, because the police has already gotten the evidence that they need. It's been over 2 months. So where is the charges? Where is the prison? Where is Ezeani in jail? I don't see a date for him in court. Where is it? Where is the evidence in the room with us? Because I can't see any. Where is it, and why hasn't he been charged? So what is the reason now? Are these powerful people who he has worked for, who he has done charms and rituals for, who he may have killed? Because this ritual is not the first time. We have reason to believe that that ritual was not the first time, which means he has probably done this ritual for multiple people who are in positions of power. So are they the ones preventing him from being charged? Or does the Enugu State Police not have enough evidence to actually pin it on him? Did they shoot themselves in the foot? Did they mess it up for themselves? The Enugu State Police, what is going on? What is happening? Why has Ezeani not been charged? Has that 10 million naira he promised that immigration officer been transferred to somebody else? Who has been paid? Who has been bought? Because if this man had 10 million naira to bribe one immigration officer, best to believe that there is a police officer somewhere out there who needs that 10 million naira and who will do anything to stall this case, because it's all about the money at this point. So why has he not been charged? What is going on? Is it now clear that the Enugu State Police shot themselves on the foot when they went to demolish this crime scene and this man's house barely 24 hours after this whole thing was uncovered? Because now, what are they still investigating? I thought you guys had all the evidence. So what are you people still investigating? When you people were smarting, when you people were driving tractor, they never catch man with the accused of ritual finishing. I know they drive tractor. They go demolish crime scene. They go demolish house. They smart. They show and assess. Oh, this is how we do it here. This is how it's done. This is the right way to do it. We demolish crime scene and houses. Once we catch somebody. Now, okay, where is the charges? Where is it? You guys were so smart to defend our Enugu State. We know what we are doing. This is the standard practice for criminal investigation. Once you catch a killer, you demolish the house and the crime scene. 2 months later, he has not been charged. Why is that? Why is the police saying that they are still investigating? Why is the police saying that they are still trying to gather evidence? Evidence from where? Where do you want to get the evidence from? Even the one you got from the so-called crime scene is questionable, and it will be easily dismissed in court because, hey, we saw people roaming around the house, picking paper, picking this. Oh, we found this, we found that. Really? So now they are struggling to basically charge him to court. They are struggling to, and even if they do, I bet you this man has a fighting chance. Watch and see. Get a very, very brilliant lawyer, and this man will walk right past all of you looking stupid, thinking it was a smart choice to demolish a house after you saw a dead body in it.